Welcome to Conversations with HJM. I'm Lisa Harris-Jones.
And I'm Tommy Tomset.
And we're joined today with Harford County Executive Barry Glassman. Thanks for joining us.
Good to be with you. So it has been an amazing week so far here at the Maryland Association of Counties. Actually, this morning I just got finished a tour with the Purdue plant and got some background with the chicken industry and the hatchery just about 30 minutes from here. So already it's kind of been an amazing summer, just beginning to travel around from Harford County to go to Western Maryland, the Eastern Shore. And so I can tell it's going to be a long year and a half, but it's been enjoyable so far.
As County Executive of Harford County, you've run a very tight ship, fiscally conservative. Do you think the policies that you put in place in Harford County can translate into your new role as comptroller?
I do. I think we have a great story to tell in Harford County. When I came into office about 8 years ago, our fund balance was drawn down from the recession to about $4 million. So we've actually grown the fund balance to about $28 million since the recession. And I'm proud to say we're the only Big 8 county in Maryland that has turned it around without any tax increases. And in fact, the last 2 years, fully funded education and public safety. So we've done that through a lot of digital efficiencies, innovation, also by lowering our debt load. And so a lot of the things that the comptroller does with the Board of Revenue and also with the Board of Public Works, I think relates well to what the experience I've had as county executive. So I think on the fiscal side, we have a great story to tell.
You know, there's a lot of discussion concerning procurement reform here in Maryland. What do you see your role with respect to that?
Well, I think, first of all, I think the role of the comptroller on the Board of Public Works is going to be more important in the next term. And I think it's essential that you have someone there with the experience. And as a Big 8 county, and we have $1 billion budget, so we have an extensive procurement system. In fact, we've saved about $13 to $15 million a year through our procurement process, really doing some innovation with digital bidding and going back to the contractors. I think it's going to be an essential role. I do think that, in fact, you have to be careful that the comptroller is not a policy person. You know, you're there as a representative of the taxpayer. You have the governor, the treasurer that sits on the Board of Public Works, but in fact, in essence, the comptroller is supposed to be the watchdog or the representative of all taxpayers, whether you're Democrat, Republican, or independent. So I think that's important for folks to realize when they're selecting a comptroller. You know, who do you want to sit there and represent you?
I think Maryland is just finally starting to digest the recent census data that we're kind of digging through that and looking at those results. How, with the shift in demographics, shift to different counties that are growing, how do you create a more inclusive economy for emerging counties that are growing, like Harford County or Frederick County, places like that? How they become part of the solution?
Well, I think part of the solution is, and what we've done in Harford County, is you have to be flexible enough to adapt to the new internet-based economy, digital platforms, but you also have to have a tool bag of last mile distribution, also a number of different areas that you want to make sure you have a wide portfolio of business opportunities for folks of all backgrounds, colors, and skills that you need to have that kind of, you can't put all your eggs in one basket and think you're going to help everyone. So that's what we've tried to do in Harford County.
Are there any last thoughts or things you want to share with our viewers?
Well, certainly it's been good to be here at MACo, and my experience at MACo as past president has given me the opportunity to work with a lot of folks from different counties. I've represented metropolitan areas, rural areas, and so when you think about a comptroller that can work and not be partisan, I think those are the kind of opportunities I'll represent as comptroller.
Well, thank you.
Good to be here.
And thank you for joining us on Conversations with HJM.